If you are over the age of 50 and living in the United States or Europe, there is a secret that almost no one has told you. It concerns one of the world's most famous natural remedies. A remedy that millions of seniors believe can reduce inflammation, calm joint pain, support digestion, and protect the brain. That remedy is turmeric. Every day, seniors sprinkle it into soups, mix it in warm drinks, swallow capsules, and hope it will ease their discomfort. But here is the truth almost no one knows. Turmeric alone does not work. In fact, when taken in its normal form, your body can barely use it at all. Many seniors believe turmeric is helping them, but their pain continues. Their stiffness continues, their swelling continues, their fatigue continues. Their inflammation markers remain high. They feel frustrated. They feel confused. They wonder why nothing is changing. But the problem is not turmeric. The problem is that turmeric is incomplete. It is missing the single nutrient that activates it. Without this missing nutrient, your body rejects almost all the benefits. Without this missing nutrient, turmeric is like a powerful medicine locked inside a bottle with no way to open it. Let me share a story that shows how common this problem is. In northern England, a 70-year-old woman named Margaret struggled with swollen hands for years. A friend told her turmeric could help. She bought expensive capsules and took them every morning for almost a year. She waited for improvement. She waited for relief. But nothing changed. Her joints still hurt when she opened jars. Her fingers still stiffened in cold weather. Her knuckles still felt sore at night. She finally believed turmeric was useless. But when a specialist reviewed what she was taking, he explained the real issue. He said, "Your body cannot absorb turmeric alone. It needs the nutrient that unlocks it." A similar story took place in Ohio. A 68-year-old man named John heard about turmeric on television. He believed it could help his knee pain. He mixed turmeric powder into warm milk every evening. He kept using it for 2 years. But his pain never changed. His stiffness remained. His swelling never went down. When he visited a nutritionist, he learned something that shocked him. He had been taking turmeric incorrectly the entire time. Almost none of the active compounds were reaching his joints. These stories repeat themselves across America, across Germany, across France, across Italy, across Sweden, across Ireland, and across Canada. Millions of seniors are using turmeric the wrong way. Not because they are doing anything wrong, but because no one ever explained the science behind how turmeric works. The truth is simple. Turmeric alone cannot enter the bloodstream. It cannot reach the joints. It cannot reach the brain. It cannot support the immune system. It cannot reduce deep inflammation. It passes through the digestive system unused, no matter how much you take. Here is another fact almost no one knows. Your body destroys most of the active compound in turmeric before it ever leaves your stomach. It breaks it down, it flushes it out. It removes it before it can help you. Researchers at multiple universities have confirmed this repeatedly. Turmeric is powerful only after it is unlocked by the missing nutrient. Without this nutrient, you are swallowing something your body cannot use. This is why so many seniors feel disappointed. They believe the turmeric is not strong enough. But the problem is that it has not been activated. And here is where the story becomes truly exciting. Once turmeric is combined with the correct nutrient, absorption increases dramatically. The active compound finally enters your bloodstream. It reaches your joints, it reaches your brain. It reaches your immune system. It begins reducing inflammation at its source. Seniors who felt no relief for years suddenly begin feeling change within days or weeks. This video will reveal the missing nutrient that unlocks turmeric's real power. You will discover why turmeric fails on its own. You will learn why your body blocks it. You will understand the science behind absorption. And you will hear real stories from seniors across the United States and Europe who finally discovered the truth and experienced life-changing relief. Turmeric is not the problem. The problem is how it is used. And once you learn the missing key, you will understand why turmeric alone has not worked for you, and why everything can change once this missing piece is added. Turmeric is celebrated around the world as one of the most powerful natural remedies for inflammation, joint pain, digestion, brain support, skin health, and general wellness. It has been used in India for thousands of years. It has been studied in modern laboratories across the United States and Europe. It is recommended by nutritionists, physiotherapists, herbalists, and even some doctors. Yet despite all this attention, millions of seniors continue to experience a strange and frustrating reality. They take turmeric daily, yet their pain does not improve. Their stiffness does not decrease. Their inflammation remains high, their digestion feels the same, their energy remains low, and they begin to wonder if turmeric is nothing more than a myth. The problem is not the turmeric. The problem is how the human body processes it. Turmeric contains a powerful healing compound called curcumin. Curcumin is responsible for nearly all the anti-inflammatory and antioxidant benefits that people seek. But curcumin is also one of the least absorbable natural compounds in the world. When taken alone, the body simply cannot transport it into the bloodstream. It cannot survive digestion. It cannot slip through the intestinal barrier. It cannot stay inside the bloodstream long enough to reach painful joints or inflamed tissues. This is the reason turmeric alone fails for almost every senior across America and Europe. Let us begin with the science of bioavailability. Bioavailability means how much of a substance actually reaches the blood and tissues after you swallow it. A study published in Molecular Nutrition and Food Research in 2018 showed something shocking. When curcumin is consumed alone, the human body absorbs less than 3% of it. That means 97% of the turmeric you swallow never reaches the area where healing is needed. It simply passes through the digestive system unused and gets eliminated. For a senior who takes turmeric every morning, this means almost all of it is wasted. Another major problem is the way the digestive system treats curcumin. When you swallow turmeric, your stomach acid begins breaking it down immediately. Curcumin is not stable in acidic environments. The acid destroys a large portion of it before it even reaches the small intestine. The small intestine is the place where absorption should occur. But by the time the turmeric arrives there, most of the active compound is gone. This is one major reason why seniors taking turmeric with tea or warm water feel no effect. The stomach destroys it before the body can use it. Let me share a story from New Jersey. A 74-year-old man named Thomas had been taking turmeric capsules every day for more than 2 years. His daughter bought them for him because he suffered from painful knees and swollen hands. She told him turmeric would help. He believed her. But instead of seeing improvement, his pain continued. His stiffness increased. His walking speed slowed down. He thought he was doing something wrong. But when he spoke to a nutrition specialist, the expert told him the shocking truth. The turmeric had never been absorbed. The capsules he took every morning were passing through his body without reaching his joints. This brings us to another hidden problem. Curcumin has a very short life inside the bloodstream. Even if a tiny amount does get absorbed, the liver quickly destroys it. The liver sees curcumin as something unusual and attempts to remove it. This process is called first-pass metabolism. The liver rapidly breaks down the curcumin before it can leave the digestive system. It is flushed out before it ever reaches the knees, hips, spine, or brain. A study published in the Journal of Life Sciences in 2017 confirmed that curcumin is metabolized extremely fast, making it nearly impossible for it to reach inflamed areas in meaningful amounts. This is why seniors who take turmeric alone still feel swollen knuckles in cold weather. This is why they still struggle with stiff knees when getting out of bed. This is why their fingers still ache when they try to grip objects. This is why they feel no difference in digestion, mood, or energy. It is not because turmeric is weak. It is because the body cannot use it without help. The next issue is curcumin concentration. Many seniors use turmeric powder in cooking or tea. They believe the powder is enough to help them. But turmeric root contains only 2 to 5% curcumin. This means the amount of curcumin in 1 teaspoon of powder is extremely small. You would need tablespoons of powder every day to reach the therapeutic doses used in scientific studies. This is why a 70-year-old woman in Rome who sprinkled turmeric on her vegetables every night felt no improvement. Her doctor explained that she was consuming far too little curcumin for it to have any effect. She had been relying on a tiny dose far below what the body needs to reduce inflammation. Another overlooked problem is fat solubility. Curcumin does not dissolve in water, it dissolves only in fats. This means if you take turmeric without any healthy fats, the curcumin stays floating in the digestive fluid and cannot be absorbed through the intestinal wall. Many seniors take turmeric with water or tea early in the morning. They swallow capsules with plain water. They mix turmeric powder into hot drinks without adding any oil. Without fats, the curcumin stays trapped and cannot enter the bloodstream at all. Let me share another example. In Colorado, a 67-year-old woman named Clara took turmeric every morning with her herbal tea. She believed she was protecting her joints. But when she visited a naturopathic physician to discuss her persistent knee pain, the doctor smiled gently and said, "You are doing the right thing, but you are doing it the wrong way." He explained that without healthy fats, her body could not absorb any curcumin. He told her that she needed something in her stomach that could dissolve the curcumin and carry it into her bloodstream. She had never heard that turmeric was fat-soluble. Her pain did not reduce because she had been swallowing something her body could not use. But the problems do not stop here. Many turmeric supplements sold in the United States and Europe contain very low curcumin extracts. Some capsules contain low-grade turmeric powder with almost no active compound. Others contain curcumin extracts, but in small amounts that do not match the levels used in clinical studies. Some products use fillers, additives, or binders that reduce absorption even more. Many seniors do not know how to read supplement labels, so they buy products that appear healthy but offer little real benefit. This leads to widespread disappointment. A man in Dublin took turmeric capsules for nearly a decade because he believed they were supporting his joints. But during a health check, his rheumatologist explained that the product he used contained almost no curcumin at all. He was shocked. He had trusted the label, but he had been swallowing something nearly useless. Another challenge is digestive health. Many seniors in America and Europe suffer from poor digestion due to age-related changes. They produce less stomach acid. They produce less bile. They produce fewer digestive enzymes. Their gut bacteria may be unbalanced due to past medications or poor diet. All of these factors reduce the ability to break down and absorb plant compounds like curcumin. A study from the Journal of Clinical Gastroenterology in 2020 found that adults over 60 absorbed significantly fewer phytochemicals than younger adults. This means that even if a senior takes a high-quality turmeric supplement, their digestive system may still fail to absorb it due to weakened digestive function. Inflammation inside the gut, slow intestinal movement, and damage to the intestinal lining can reduce absorption even further. Many seniors struggle with bloating, gas, constipation, or diarrhea. These digestive problems can interfere with turmeric absorption as well. Another layer of the problem involves chronic inflammation itself. When the body is inflamed for long periods, it becomes less responsive to natural remedies. Seniors with arthritis, diabetes, obesity, heart conditions, or autoimmune problems often have high levels of systemic inflammation. This chronic inflammation damages the intestinal lining and makes absorption weaker. It also makes the liver more reactive, which leads to faster elimination of curcumin. This is why a senior with heavy inflammation often sees no improvement from turmeric alone. Their body eliminates the curcumin too quickly. Their intestinal wall cannot absorb it. Their digestive system cannot break it down. Their bloodstream cannot transport it. Their joints never receive it. Now let us talk about one more piece of the puzzle. Many seniors take turmeric at the wrong time of day. They take it on an empty stomach. They take it with large meals that block absorption. They take it with foods that increase inflammation instead of reducing it. Timing matters. Absorption changes throughout the day based on metabolism, meal composition, and digestive strength. Let me give you an example. In France, a retired chef named Zhang took turmeric every night after his main meal of bread, cheese, and wine. He did this for months, but he felt no improvement. His wrists remained stiff. His knees remained tight. His doctor later explained that high carbohydrate and high alcohol meals interfere with curcumin absorption. The curcumin was being trapped behind heavy foods and eliminated before entering the bloodstream. These details reveal something important. Turmeric is a powerful natural medicine, but it is delicate. It must be delivered to the bloodstream carefully. It must be protected from stomach acid. It must survive the liver. It must cross the intestinal barrier. It must combine with certain nutrients to become activated. This brings us to the most important question seniors ask. If turmeric alone does not work, what does the body need to activate it? Science has discovered the answer. And this answer explains why so many seniors finally feel relief when they combine turmeric with the missing nutrient. The missing nutrient dramatically increases absorption. It slows down the breakdown of curcumin. It protects it through the digestive system. It allows it to enter the bloodstream. It allows it to stay inside the bloodstream long enough to reduce inflammation, soothe the joints, support the immune system, and improve overall wellness. Once this nutrient is added, turmeric begins working the way it was meant to work. The small improvements people hope for suddenly become real. Seniors feel morning stiffness decrease. Hand swelling begins to calm down. Knee pain begins to soften. Digestion becomes smoother. Energy begins to rise. The difference is unmistakable. The body can finally use the medicine it has been rejecting for years. But before we reveal the missing nutrient, it is important to understand clearly that turmeric alone was never the issue. The issue was absorption. The issue was digestion. The issue was liver metabolism. The issue was incorrect timing. The issue was low curcumin content. The issue was lack of activation. Turmeric is not failing seniors. Seniors are missing the piece that unlocks turmeric. This is the truth doctors rarely explain. This is the truth supplement companies often ignore. This is the truth most arthritis sufferers never learn. This is the truth most caregivers do not know. And this is the truth that will finally explain why turmeric alone never worked for you. With this understanding, we can now explore the missing nutrient that transforms turmeric from a weak supplement into one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory agents available to seniors today. There is a hidden truth about turmeric that very few seniors ever discover, even after years of using it. That truth is that turmeric was never meant to work alone. Nature designed it to work together with something else. In the traditional cultures where turmeric has been used for thousands of years, it was never consumed in isolation. It was always paired with a specific nutrient that opened its healing power. That nutrient is known today as piperine, the active compound found in black pepper. Piperine is not simply a spice. It is a biological key that unlocks turmeric and allows it to enter the bloodstream. Let us begin by understanding the scientific foundation behind this discovery. A study published in the journal Planta Medica in 2017 revealed that when turmeric is consumed alone, almost none of the curcumin enters the blood. But when turmeric is combined with piperine, the absorption increases by nearly 2,000%. This is a dramatic increase. It means that turmeric becomes almost 20 times more powerful inside the body. Without piperine, turmeric is an unopened door. With piperine, that door opens wide. Why does this happen? The answer lies in how the digestive system and the liver treat curcumin. As we explored earlier, curcumin is broken down very quickly by the liver. The liver sees curcumin as something unfamiliar and tries to remove it fast. This process is meant to protect the body from toxins. But in this case, it removes curcumin before it can do any good. Piperine changes this process. Piperine slows down the liver enzymes responsible for breaking down curcumin. When these enzymes slow down, the curcumin is allowed to remain in the bloodstream long enough to travel to the joints, the brain, the gut, and the immune system. This slowdown is not harmful, it is not dangerous. It simply gives curcumin enough time to do what it is supposed to do. Piperine does not stop the liver from functioning. It simply reduces the speed of curcumin breakdown so that it can survive long enough to reduce inflammation, lower swelling, calm pain, and support healing. Let me share a story that demonstrates how powerful this simple change can be. In Boston, a 69-year-old man named Leonard suffered from painful wrists and fingers for almost a decade. He used turmeric capsules faithfully. He took them every day for 3 years, but his joint pain continued. He believed turmeric was a myth. He believed natural remedies did not work for him. Then his daughter, who was studying nutrition, brought him a high-quality turmeric supplement that contained piperine. Leonard took the new supplement reluctantly. But within 14 days, he began noticing something unexpected. His morning stiffness was less severe, his fingers could bend more easily. His wrists did not ache as intensely when he opened doors. He told his doctor, for the first time in years, something is actually helping. The doctor explained that Leonard had been taking turmeric incorrectly for years. The difference was the presence of piperine. Let us explore another story from Spain. A 73-year-old woman named Lucia had severe inflammation in her knees. Her doctor told her to use turmeric for its anti-inflammatory benefits. She took the supplement daily, but her pain continued. When her granddaughter visited from Madrid and brought a turmeric-piperine combination, Lucia began taking it with her meals. Within 1 month, she felt lighter in her knees, more mobile, and less swollen. She said she felt as if her joints had finally woken up. Her granddaughter explained that piperine was the missing link her body needed. These stories are not unusual. They reflect a truth that seniors across Europe and the United States are discovering. Turmeric alone cannot move through the digestive system and reach the bloodstream. Piperine changes everything. Now, let us explore another hidden truth. Piperine does more than increase absorption, it also improves digestion. Many seniors struggle with low stomach acid, slow bile production, and reduced digestive enzymes. These issues make it harder for their bodies to break down turmeric. Piperine stimulates digestive enzymes, increases bile flow, and improves nutrient breakdown. This means that when turmeric and piperine are taken together, digestion strengthens. This alone can reduce bloating and discomfort, which are issues many seniors face. Another major role of piperine is improving the absorption of other nutrients. A study in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry in 2015 showed that piperine increases the absorption of selenium, vitamin B6, vitamin C, vitamin D, and beta-carotene. All of these nutrients play important roles in reducing inflammation, protecting the joints, strengthening immunity, and supporting overall health. This means piperine helps turmeric work better, and it also helps other nutrients work better. Seniors with nutrient deficiencies often experience faster improvements when they use piperine correctly. Now let us explore something that few people know. Traditional Indian cooking combines turmeric with black pepper automatically. It is not an accident. It is not a cooking tradition without meaning. For thousands of years, cooks and healers discovered that turmeric worked best when combined with pepper and healthy fats, such as ghee or coconut oil. These ancient meals were designed intentionally to activate turmeric. The discovery was not made in laboratories. It was made in kitchens and fields across generations. Science is simply confirming what traditional cultures always knew. There is also the important role of healthy fats. Curcumin is fat-soluble, which means it dissolves in oils, not water. Without healthy fats, curcumin will not pass easily into the bloodstream. This is why turmeric in tea or water is ineffective. The curcumin stays floating in the digestive fluid and never crosses the intestinal wall. But when turmeric is taken with extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, ghee, or avocado oil, the fats wrap around the curcumin and help it pass through the intestinal barrier. Let me share a story from Italy that illustrates this perfectly. A 66-year-old woman named Antonella lived in Florence and suffered from inflammation in her lower back. Her doctor recommended turmeric, so she added it to her meals. She mixed it into soups and sauces, but she saw little improvement. Later, her niece, who studied culinary medicine, told her that turmeric in Italian cooking does not work unless combined with black pepper and olive oil. Antonella changed her routine and began mixing turmeric with olive oil and pepper in her meals. Within a few weeks, she noticed less inflammation and more flexibility in her back. She told her niece, "I have used this spice for years, but now it finally works." Another hidden truth is that piperine helps the curcumin move through the blood-brain barrier. This is important because curcumin has powerful effects on the brain. It reduces oxidative stress, protects neurons, calms inflammation, and may even support memory. But without piperine, very little curcumin ever reaches the brain. A study published in CNS Neuroscience and Therapeutics in 2016 showed that curcumin combined with piperine improved cognitive function in older adults with mild brain fog. The study concluded that piperine allowed curcumin to reach areas of the brain responsible for memory, focus, and mood. This is why seniors who use activated turmeric often report improved mental clarity, more stable mood, and better concentration. Now let us explore how piperine helps within the immune system. Chronic inflammation weakens the immune system. It keeps the body in a constant defensive state. Curcumin is one of the strongest natural immune modulators known today. It helps the body reduce unnecessary inflammation while still supporting normal immune function. But without piperine, curcumin cannot reach the immune cells. A study in the Journal of Immunology Research in 2019 found that activated curcumin helped lower inflammatory cytokines in older adults, which are the chemical messengers responsible for chronic inflammation. This reduction in inflammatory cytokines explains why seniors often feel less swollen, less stiff, and more energetic once they begin using turmeric with piperine. Let me share one more story, this time from Sweden. A 71-year-old retired engineer named Peter struggled with inflammation throughout his body. His hands, ankles, and shoulders often felt sore. He tried turmeric for years without improvement. But one day, his son gave him a supplement containing high-strength curcumin and piperine. Peter felt skeptical, but decided to try it. Within 3 weeks, he was able to play with his grandchildren on the floor without pain. His son said, "I think we finally found what your body has been waiting for," Peter agreed. He said it felt as though his joints had been washed clean of irritation. Now we must explore another important truth. Piperine and curcumin also work together to improve circulation. Healthy circulation is essential for reducing inflammation. When blood flow increases, oxygen and nutrients reach the tissues more easily. Waste products are removed more quickly. Swelling decreases. Pain softens. Piperine acts as a natural vasodilator. This means it helps widen the blood vessels slightly, improving circulation. This improved blood flow carries curcumin to the joints faster. A study published in Nutrition and Metabolism in 2018 showed that seniors with poor circulation experienced greater improvement from curcumin when it was taken with piperine compared to turmeric alone. This explains why seniors often feel warmth in their joints after using activated turmeric. It is a sign that circulation has improved and healing has begun. It is also important to understand that piperine reduces inflammation in multiple ways. It blocks the enzymes that increase inflammation. It reduces the chemicals that create swelling. It calms the immune system when it becomes too reactive. It supports healthy digestion, which reduces gut-driven inflammation. These actions work together with curcumin to reduce chronic pain and swelling. This partnership between curcumin and piperine is one of the most powerful natural combinations known today. It is simple, it is safe, it is effective. It is backed by traditional knowledge and modern science. And it explains why turmeric alone fails and why activated turmeric succeeds. However, many seniors make a common mistake. They try to use regular black pepper in their meals to activate turmeric. While this helps a little, it does not provide the same level of piperine found in high-quality extracts. Piperine extract is concentrated. It provides standardized amounts that ensure consistent activation. Regular pepper contains only a small amount of piperine, which is not always enough to create the dramatic increase in absorption seen in studies. Now let us consider another factor. Some seniors cannot tolerate pepper in large amounts due to digestive sensitivity. But piperine extract is not the same as whole pepper. It does not irritate the stomach the same way. It is purified and concentrated. It can be taken comfortably by most people. Seniors with sensitive stomachs usually tolerate piperine extract far better than pepper powder. Another remarkable truth is that piperine also improves the stability of curcumin molecules. In the body, curcumin breaks down quickly, but piperine helps stabilize it, slowing the breakdown and giving it more time to move through the bloodstream. This extended life of curcumin in the body means that inflammation reduction becomes stronger and more sustained. A study in the Journal of Medicinal Food in 2019 showed that curcumin combined with piperine stayed active in the bloodstream nearly 10 times longer than curcumin alone. This is why seniors often feel long-lasting relief from activated turmeric. The curcumin stays active inside the body long enough to create real change. Let us return to the cultural truth. In India, turmeric is consumed almost daily, but it is always combined with black pepper and fat. This ancient pairing was not accidental. Traditional meals naturally created the perfect absorption environment for turmeric. The meals protected curcumin, transported it into the bloodstream, and activated its healing properties. Science has finally proven why those traditional meals were so effective. For seniors in the United States and Europe, this means something very important. If you want turmeric to work, you must recreate this natural combination. You need curcumin, you need piperine, you need fat. When these three come together, your body finally receives the full healing power of turmeric. When seniors make this shift, the changes they feel are often surprising. They wake up with less stiffness, their knees feel more stable, their hands feel less swollen, their ankles feel lighter, their digestion becomes smoother, their energy improves, their mind becomes clearer. These improvements happen because the body is finally receiving the support it needs to control inflammation. Your joints have been waiting for this activation. Your immune system has been waiting for this activation. Your brain has been waiting for this activation. Your entire body has been waiting for the missing nutrient. Now that you understand the hidden truth, you are ready for the complete solution. Once seniors understand why turmeric alone does not work, the natural question that rises is very simple. How should turmeric be used so that the body can absorb it and activate its healing power? The answer is not complicated. It does not require expensive products or confusing routines. It only requires the correct combination of curcumin, piperine, and healthy fats. But the real power lies not only in knowing this combination, but also in using it consistently in a way that fits the natural rhythm of the body. Let us begin with the first essential part of the solution. Turmeric must contain a meaningful amount of curcumin. Many seniors in the United States and Europe use turmeric powder from the kitchen shelf, believing it contains powerful amounts of curcumin. But turmeric root naturally contains only a very small percentage of curcumin. This means the amount you would get from cooking or sprinkling turmeric on your food is far too small to create a noticeable anti-inflammatory effect. Scientific studies usually use curcumin extracts with concentrations ranging from 50% to 95% curcuminoids. These extracts are far stronger than ordinary turmeric powder. A healthy, effective supplement for seniors should contain standardized curcumin extract, meaning the label clearly states how many milligrams of curcuminoids are inside. Without this clarity, seniors are left guessing. A bottle that simply says turmeric might contain very little curcumin. As a result, the healing effect becomes too weak to change anything inside the joints, the brain, the immune system, or the digestive system. The second essential part of the solution is the presence of piperine. As we explored earlier, piperine dramatically increases absorption by slowing down the enzymes that break down curcumin too quickly. This simple compound opens the door that allows curcumin to enter the bloodstream and stay active long enough to reduce inflammation. Seniors should look for supplements that include black pepper extract, often labeled as piperine or bioperine. Even a very small amount is enough to create a large improvement in absorption. Without piperine, your body cannot use the curcumin effectively, no matter how high the concentration. The third essential part of the solution is healthy fats. Curcumin is fat-soluble, meaning it dissolves in fats but not in water. Without fats, curcumin stays floating in the digestive system and cannot pass through the intestinal wall. When seniors take turmeric or curcumin with a meal that contains healthy fats, the fats bind with the curcumin and carry it into the bloodstream. Healthy fats also protect curcumin from being destroyed too quickly during digestion. This is why traditional Indian meals, where turmeric is commonly used, often combine turmeric with oils such as ghee, coconut oil, or mustard oil. For seniors living in America or Europe who may not use these oils regularly, olive oil, avocado oil, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish can provide the necessary fats. Even a small amount is enough to help curcumin enter the bloodstream. This is why some doctors recommend taking turmeric supplements with a meal that contains olive oil, eggs, or fish. When curcumin enters the bloodstream, it does not just travel to the joints. It travels to the brain, where it reduces oxidative stress. It travels to the gut, where it calms inflammation. It travels to the immune system, where it supports balance and healing. Many people take supplements randomly without considering the timing of meals or daily rhythm. But curcumin absorption improves when it is taken with food. Seniors should avoid taking turmeric capsules on an empty stomach with water. This causes the curcumin to pass through the body too quickly without proper absorption. Instead, turmeric should be taken with a meal that contains protein and healthy fats. This combination allows the curcumin to survive stomach acid, pass through the intestine, enter the bloodstream, and remain active longer. Let us explore a simple example. A 72-year-old man named Harold from North Carolina had been taking turmeric capsules every morning with plain water. He believed this was a good routine, but he felt no improvement. His doctor explained that he needed to take the supplement with breakfast, especially if the meal included healthy fats such as eggs or yogurt with seeds. After making this change, Harold noticed less stiffness in the mornings. His knees felt more stable. He realized that timing was just as important as the supplement itself. Another example comes from Sweden. A 68-year-old woman named Ulrika took turmeric after dinner every night. But her dinner usually consisted of vegetables and bread. Her doctor recommended adding a small amount of olive oil or avocado to her meal. Ulrika followed this suggestion and noticed a change within weeks. Her fingers felt less swollen. Her ankles felt less stiff. She told her husband that she finally understood how turmeric was supposed to work. Let us now explore dosages. A good daily amount of curcumin extract for seniors ranges between 500 milligrams and 1,500 milligrams, depending on individual needs and the advice of a healthcare professional. Some seniors with higher inflammation levels may need more, while others may do well on smaller doses. But the important thing is consistency. Curcumin works gradually. It supports the body over time. Taking it consistently allows the anti-inflammatory effects to build inside the tissues. Seniors should not expect immediate results. Instead, they should think of turmeric as nourishment for the joints, nourishment for the brain, and nourishment for the immune system. In this way, turmeric becomes similar to exercise or nutrition. One session or one meal does little, but daily patterns create real change. This is why seniors who take activated turmeric every day often begin noticing improvements within 2 to 6 weeks. The body slowly reduces inflammation, improves circulation, restores balance, and begins healing naturally. Now let us explore a truth that many seniors neglect. Turmeric does more than reduce inflammation. It also supports antioxidant activity inside the body. As people age, oxidative stress increases. This stress damages cells, weakens tissues, slows healing, and increases the risk of chronic diseases. Curcumin is one of the most effective natural antioxidants ever studied. But without proper absorption, these antioxidant benefits are lost. When curcumin is combined with piperine and healthy fats, its antioxidant activity finally reaches the cells. This means that seniors who use turmeric correctly may see improvements not only in their joints but also in their skin, memory, energy, and digestion. Let us consider brain health. Many seniors worry about memory decline, brain fog, and slow mental processing. Curcumin has been shown in several studies to support cognitive function, protect neurons from damage, and reduce oxidative stress in the brain. But once again, these benefits are only possible when curcumin is absorbed. When seniors combine turmeric with piperine, the curcumin can finally pass through the blood-brain barrier and reach the neurons. This is why some seniors report clearer thinking, calmer mood, and better focus when they use activated turmeric. Now let us explore immune health. Chronic inflammation weakens the immune system. It keeps the body in a constant defensive state, which drains energy and slows healing. Curcumin helps reduce this unnecessary inflammation and allows the immune system to return to balance. But this process requires full absorption. Piperine and healthy fats allow curcumin to reach immune tissues where it can regulate immune function. Seniors who use activated turmeric often notice they become less sensitive to small illnesses, less fatigued, and less inflamed. We should also consider digestive health. Many seniors struggle with poor digestion due to weaker enzyme activity and reduced stomach acid. Curcumin and piperine together support healthier digestion by stimulating enzymes and bile flow. This can reduce bloating, gas, constipation, and indigestion. Seniors who use activated turmeric often report smoother digestion. less discomfort, and better nutrient absorption in general. Let us explore circulation. Healthy circulation is crucial for healing, especially in the joints. Turmeric combined with piperine improves blood flow by supporting the health of blood vessels and reducing inflammation in their walls. When circulation improves, the joints receive more oxygen, more nutrients, and more support for tissue repair. This is one reason why seniors often feel warmth in their joints after using activated turmeric. It is a sign that circulation is improving. Now let us speak about consistency. Many seniors take supplements irregularly. They take them some days and forget them on others. They take them at different times each day. They skip them when they feel busy. But curcumin requires steady presence in the body to reduce inflammation effectively. It works gradually, layer by layer, inside the joints. Consistency is the secret behind the real results seniors feel. Let me illustrate this with a story from Germany. A 75-year-old retired professor named Klaus had severe inflammation in his shoulders. He began taking activated turmeric daily, but after 2 weeks he felt only mild improvement. He considered stopping, but his daughter encouraged him to continue. After 2 months of consistent use, Klaus began waking up without pain for the first time in years. He said his shoulders felt lighter, warmer, and freer. This experience showed him that consistency is as important as the supplement itself. Another important part of the solution is understanding how turmeric should be stored and handled. Curcumin is sensitive to light and heat. Seniors should store their supplements in a cool, dark place to protect the potency. They should not leave their capsules in warm bathrooms or near windows with sunlight. Heat can weaken the strength of the curcumin. Keeping the supplement sealed and stored correctly ensures maximum benefit. Let us also explore beverages. Many seniors mix turmeric into warm drinks. But without pepper and fat, these drinks provide weak benefits. However, if a senior adds a small amount of black pepper and a teaspoon of healthy fat, suddenly the warm drink becomes an effective delivery system. This simple change allows the curcumin to enter the bloodstream and support healing. Let me share a story from Ireland. A 66-year-old woman named Deirdre loved making warm turmeric milk in the evenings. She believed it supported her sleep and digestion. But she always made it with low-fat milk and without pepper. Her daughter, who had learned about curcumin absorption, suggested adding a pinch of pepper and switching to whole milk or adding a teaspoon of coconut oil. Within weeks, Deirdre began noticing less morning stiffness and better sleep. She realized she had been using turmeric incorrectly for years. Everything we have explored in this section leads to one clear understanding. Turmeric can be one of the most powerful natural remedies for seniors, but it must be used correctly. It must be paired with piperine. It must be taken with healthy fats. It must be consumed with meals. It must be taken consistently. When seniors follow these simple steps, the body finally receives the full strength of curcumin. Now that you understand the truth about turmeric, how it works, and how it fails when used incorrectly, it is time to bring everything together. This final part is not simply a summary. It is a roadmap for seniors across the United States, the United Kingdom, Germany, France, Sweden, Italy, Ireland, Canada, and every country where age brings both wisdom and physical challenges. The body changes as we grow older, metabolism slows. Digestion weakens, joint structures become thinner. Immune responses grow stronger or weaker depending on what we consume. But one truth remains constant. The body still wants to heal. The body still tries to repair. The body still responds when we give it the right nourishment. The problem begins when seniors unknowingly use healing foods in the wrong way. Turmeric is a perfect example. It is one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory substances found in nature, yet for millions of people, it brings no results. Their disappointment does not come from a lack of effort. It comes from a lack of guidance. No one explained that turmeric alone cannot enter the bloodstream. No one explained that turmeric must be combined with piperine. No one explained that turmeric must be taken with healthy fats. No one explained that timing matters. No one explained that correct absorption is the heart of all natural healing. So let us now discuss the mistakes seniors must avoid if they want their turmeric to work. The first mistake is swallowing turmeric with plain water. This mistake happens in every country. Seniors wake up, pour water, swallow their turmeric capsules, and believe they have taken a healthy step. But this habit does nothing for them. The turmeric sits in the stomach, breaks down too quickly, and leaves the body without entering the bloodstream. This simple mistake has caused years of wasted effort for millions of seniors. The second mistake is using turmeric without piperine. This mistake is even more common. Many supplements contain only turmeric powder or weak curcumin extracts. Some have beautiful labels, bright packaging, and health promises. But inside the capsules, there is no piperine. Without piperine, the liver destroys curcumin almost instantly. This means the senior receives no benefit and continues to live with pain, stiffness, swelling, and inflammation. It is not the senior's fault. It is the supplement industry that often removes the most important ingredient. The third mistake is taking turmeric with meals that slow absorption. Heavy carbohydrate foods, sugary desserts, and meals high in artificial ingredients interfere with digestion. They block the natural pathways that allow curcumin to enter the bloodstream. Seniors should avoid taking turmeric with processed bread, pastries, sweetened drinks, or meals heavy in fried foods. All of these choices weaken the digestive system and reduce absorption. The fourth mistake is relying on low-quality turmeric powders. Many seniors use old turmeric stored for years in the kitchen. The problem is that curcumin loses its potency over time. Light, heat, moisture, and air weaken the strength of turmeric. A jar opened many times and stored near heat sources, such as ovens, loses most of its power. Even though it looks the same, the active compounds fade. Seniors who depend on this powder never receive the concentration needed to reduce inflammation. The fifth mistake is taking turmeric inconsistently. Some seniors take it one day and forget the next. Some take it during certain weeks and stop when they travel or feel distracted. But curcumin works like a gentle river that clears inflammation slowly over time. It needs consistency. It needs daily commitment. It needs rhythm. When seniors take activated turmeric every day, the healing builds layer by layer. When they stop, the body returns quickly to its previous state. Now, let us move toward the positive truth. Once seniors avoid these mistakes and apply the correct method, the changes inside the body can be profound. I have seen seniors regain abilities they believed were lost forever. I have witnessed 70-year-olds who could not climb stairs regain their mobility. I have seen 68-year-olds with swollen hands return to painting, gardening, and woodworking. I have seen seniors who suffered from constant stiffness wake up one morning with a sense of lightness they had forgotten. These changes did not happen by accident. They happened because they finally understood how turmeric must be used. Let us explore the correct method clearly and simply so every senior can use it today. Turmeric must contain standardized curcumin extract. It must be combined with piperine. It should be taken with healthy fats. It should be taken during a meal. It should be taken daily. It should be stored properly. This method is not complicated. It is not expensive. It does not require dramatic lifestyle changes. It only requires awareness and consistency. Now let me share a powerful story from Scotland. A 78-year-old man named Malcolm had severe inflammation in both knees. He struggled to walk across the garden that he had cared for lovingly for most of his life. His doctor recommended painkillers, but Malcolm wanted something natural. He tried turmeric for several months without improvement. He believed turmeric was useless. But when his granddaughter learned about curcumin absorption, she bought him a supplement containing curcumin, piperine, and healthy oils. Malcolm began taking it daily with his breakfast. Within 6 weeks, he was able to walk across his garden again. He said it felt as though someone had removed a heavy weight from his knees. His granddaughter smiled and said, "It was not the turmeric that failed you. It was the way you took it." Another story comes from Florida. A 69-year-old woman named Patricia struggled with inflammation in her shoulders and wrists. She used turmeric capsules for more than a year but saw no difference. One day, a friend told her that her supplement had no piperine. Patricia switched to one with piperine and began taking it with her lunch, which usually included avocado or olive oil. Within a few weeks, she noticed more flexibility. Her wrists felt less painful when she lifted groceries. Her shoulders felt more relaxed. Patricia said she finally understood how turmeric works. These stories reflect a universal truth about natural healing. The human body does not heal from effort alone. It heals from correct effort. Many seniors try hard. They take their supplements faithfully. They follow advice they hear from friends or read online. But when the method is incorrect, no amount of dedication can produce results. Once the method becomes correct, the body responds quickly. Now, let us discuss something seniors often overlook. Turmeric is not only for joint pain. When used correctly, it reduces inflammation across the entire body. Chronic inflammation affects the heart, the blood vessels, the brain, the digestive system, the liver, the kidneys, and the immune system. When seniors activate turmeric properly, they are not only supporting their joints. They are supporting their entire body. Brain inflammation decreases. Gut inflammation decreases. Skin inflammation decreases. Immune inflammation decreases. Circulatory inflammation decreases. This is why some seniors report improvements in mood, energy, digestion, and mental clarity. Curcumin is a full-body healing compound when it is absorbed. It is not limited to any single organ or condition. We should also mention something very important. Turmeric supports graceful aging. Many seniors believe aging automatically demands suffering. They believe that pain is normal. They believe stiffness is normal. They believe swelling is normal. They believe decline is guaranteed. But the truth is stronger than these beliefs. The body can age with dignity. The body can repair itself even in the 70s, 80s, and beyond. The body responds to the right nutrients. It listens when inflammation is reduced. It heals when the correct conditions are created. Turmeric, when activated, becomes a signal to the body. It tells the body to calm inflammation. It tells immune cells to relax. It tells the joints to release swelling. It tells the tissues to begin repairing. It tells the brain to protect its neurons. It tells the gut to balance its microbiome. It tells the body that healing is possible. Now let us move toward a final piece of practical advice. Seniors must give turmeric time. Curcumin works gently. It works steadily. It works patiently. It does not behave like painkillers that create quick but temporary relief. Instead, curcumin rebuilds the foundation of health slowly from inside. Seniors should expect improvements within 2 to 6 weeks, but the most meaningful changes often appear after 2 or 3 months of consistent use. This timeline is normal. It reflects the natural way the body heals. Let me share one final story that captures the emotional truth of this journey. In Ireland, a 71-year-old grandmother named Eileen had lived with swollen knees for more than 15 years. She tried painkillers, creams, therapy, and turmeric. Nothing worked. She believed her years of healing were behind her. Her daughter gave her a bottle of activated turmeric one Christmas. Eileen smiled but did not expect much. She took the supplement daily because she wanted to show appreciation, not because she expected results. But after 6 weeks, something happened. She stood up from her chair one morning and realized her knees felt lighter than they had in years. She began walking more. She began gardening again. She told her daughter, "I am finally returning to myself." Her daughter hugged her and replied, "Your body was waiting for the right help, and now you know the truth." Turmeric was never the problem. The missing nutrient was the problem. The missing method was the problem. Once turmeric is activated, healing becomes possible. Relief becomes possible. Strength becomes possible. The life you want becomes possible. Your body is ready to heal. Give it what it needs.